currently 22 playable characters. Sorry, scratch that. 21 playable characters, but 22 Danny's World characters that currently exist in the game. I'm going to give roughly 4 to 5 facts about every single toon, equaling 100 facts. Because I feel like it. All right, let's go. Boxon loves trivia according to his interaction with V. Boxon worries a lot, as this is shown in his interactions and is also pointed out by Poppy. Though Poppy and Boxon seem to be very good friends, Quell has said that they have no confirmed relationship. Boxon, at the very early point in the game, about 1 week after public release, would only receive a 5% extraction speed boost per alive player, maxing out at 40%. It now, I believe, goes up to 48%. The key on the back of Boxon's head seems to turn when he's focused, proven by his animation when extracting in his interaction with Cosmo. Astro's designation is M002, with the M most likely standing for main character. Astro and Razzle Dazzle are friends, specifically Dazzle. They are also in a book club with Brightney, as well as R&D. It is implied that Astro knows about Danny's twisted form, due to Astro's requirements in Danny's dialogue for buying Astro. Also his dialogue with Pebble. When buying Astro from the shop, Danny will say ... And it may be possible that 2 of them are even friends in a way, as seen in Astro's dialogue with Tegan and Pebble, as well as possibly being indirected mentioned in V and Sprout's interactions. This remains unconfirmed, however, Quell has stated that he and Danny's relationship is not toxic. Astro seems to have some sort of control over dreams, as implied by his dialogue with Boxon and Shelly. He definitely does. Brightney's low stealth stat most likely references to show her bright light gives her away to Twisteds. No crap. Brightney uses an incandescent light bulb, as shown in the interaction with Flutter. Why would you care about that? I don't know. Twisted Roger is not highlighted when using Brightney's active ability. If you notice a Twisted is missing when using it, it's likely Twisted Roger is on the floor. Since Brightney's stealth stat is 0, percentage-based stealth buffs do not affect her. So applying Diary on Brightney will not help you. Brightney's lampshade is not connected to the rest of her body. So that's actually really interesting. So wait, Cosmo name and design may be deprived from the dessert food Cosmic Brownies, as he has found colorful sprinkles similar to Cosmic Brownies. Also, the word Cosmo is the noun for the form of the adjective cosmic. The term Cosmo is also derived from the celestial object Cosmo. That was confusing. Cosmo is a mix of a Swiss roll and a Cosmic Brownie. Who would have ever guessed? Cosmo likes to stargaze sometimes, as stated in a Q&A stream by Quell. Cosmo has possible upcoming skins, known as Strawberry Cake. Although Finn and Poppy have the same body shape, face, outline, they are canonically not related. In Finn's head, he is a purple striped plastic wind-up toy. The toy fish named Barnaby Wilkers, Finn thinks of him more as a toy. Finn's icon has white buckles on his vest, while his model and info card have black buckles. Wow, really interesting. I'm sure you really cared about that. Finn has the potential to be one of the fastest toons in the game. Well, only if you time it correctly. And Finn and Tegan are the only toons that have liquids in their heads. Flutter has the least amount of interactions in the game, only interacting with 10 of the toons so far. I mean, makes sense. She doesn't freaking talk. Flutter is mute. She has never talked in dialogue and has no mouth. Flutter was originally going to be scrapped, but Quell liked her design so much that she brought her back. Now, that's actually a pretty cool fact. Interestingly enough, Flutter is described as a butterfly, despite having fluff on her thorax, a trait exclusively seen on moths. It is possible, however, that Flutter is wearing a fur boa rather than it being natural fluff. Gigi is the first and only toon so far to be added in an update by herself. Gigi was the first toon to be teased outside of the game, something that seemed to be more and more apparent. Gigi's interactions with Cosmo and Sprout actually reference ASDF movies, which is really freaking cool. Similar to Brightney, Gigi doesn't wear shoes, as the darker color is actually her feet. Bet you didn't know that. And Gigi and Toodles share the same ability sound. Bet you didn't know that. Glisten was originally a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared OC that Quell made. Glisten means to reflect a sparkling light or a faint intermittent glow, reflecting his status as a mirror. Glisten would listen to quote-unquote awesome music. I don't know what that means. There are loads of implications that Glisten is insecure about himself and keeps a prideful facade in order to mask it all which tied to Glisten's autophobia, fear of being abandoned and or all alone without anyone to help him by his side. As Twisted Glisten, he's the most insecure in this state and even desperate for someone to be with him, having the fear of loneliness, afraid to be completely alone after all of his efforts to not let that happen to himself. Majority of his dialogue usually consists of a desperate cry for help or the sorrowful scream of being left all alone once more. Goob was one of Quell's OCs before being added to Danny's World. The other one is Glisten. In case you're wondering, Quell is the creator of Danny's World, in case you didn't know that. Goob has one UGC item, that being his head. Goob has sharp teeth according to his interaction with Shelly. This is also further proven by his twisted counterpart. You can also see his twisted sharp teeth where Twisted attacks. Yeah, he does have sharp teeth. There you go. According to his dialogue with Roger, Goob's hugs aren't an intentional strategy, rather just him thinking that other toons need a hug, which is the most Goob fact I could possibly find. As of this current update, Pebble is the only toon to have 3D eyeballs rather than 2D eyeballs. Debatably the best main toon, Pebbles is actually the cheapest main toon to buy. Pebble is the only main character toon that doesn't appear in any episode storyboard, which is kind of interesting. And in case you're wondering, Pebble can in fact do a backflip. Fun fact, Poppy is Hopeless's least favorite toon. Wait, who said that? Her name Poppy is a pun on the name Poppy and her status as a bubble, because you pop bubbles. Poppy doesn't know how to drive, as confirmed in our conversation with V. Though Poppy and Boxon seem to be good friends, they have no confirmed relationship. I said that already, I'm an idiot. Poppy's favorite tea is bubble tea, shown in our conversation with Tegan. Fun fact, I hope you learned how to swim. Razzle and Dazzle's name is used to describe a showy act that draws attention. This could be their name because of how comedy and tragedy mask represents the two main types of theatrical literature. Razzle's name also could refer to the raspberry-like shade that the ribbons are. Not with the skin though. Don't worry about that. And in case you're wondering why this video, my head's been like looking this way the entire time, I have all my facts on the over here. You probably didn't care. Okay. Although not confirmed, Dazzle seems to have a fear, or at least disliking of dogs, as seen in their interaction with Pebble, which makes you wonder, does that mean he won't like Goob too? Razzle and Dazzle seem to be a fan of V's game show. I can't confirm this. He definitely is, as seen in the note written to her that can be found in their room in role-playing mode. However, they don't have any interactions with V. This could also be interpreted as Razzle craving the light of a stage rather than harboring any special affection for the game show. Could be true. Razzle and Dazzle are the second tallest toon. We'll find out who the tallest one is later. Razzle loves the Stegosaurus, stated his interaction with Shelly. Dazzle's favorite dinosaur isn't specified, but it could be a Bronchiosaurus or a Brontosaurus, given those two are the most well-known sauropods. Roger's eye and lens will be layered on top of some effects. Roger's introduction card used to say that he was a spyglass, but was later corrected to say that he is a magnifying glass. Yeah, you know, pirates use spyglasses. It's definitely a magnifying glass. Despite Flutter's lack of mouth being seemingly the reason she's mute, Roger's lack of mouth does not prevent him from talking. Glisten and Fen, who also have glass faces, do each have a mouth, so it can be inferred that Rogers is located somewhere else. Where's your mouth, bro? Roger's full name is unofficially Roger Eyeballless, said as a joke by Quell in a Q&A stream. Though her appearance is cat-like, she has stated that she isn't an actual cat and just has a feline appearance. Despite this, Scraps claims to have an appetite for fish and hisses in several lines of dialogue. She also likes yarn, stated in Tisha's dialogue, and can be seen in her room, which is a common stereotype for cats. You're just in denial. Scraps has apparently won every prize V has given away on her show by getting lucky guesses on every answer. V is not happy with this fact for an unknown reason. This implies that Scraps can be very lucky, which is mentioned in her interaction with V. I figured that'd be Toodles. Scraps' official catchphrase is, "Oh, Scrap!" In case you didn't know, if Scraps and Goob use their ability at the same time, it cancels each other out. I found that out the hard way. It wasn't fun. Shelly's friends include Sprout and Tisha. Shelly and V have a focused episode together called Past and Future, where Shelly represents the past and V represents the future. Shelly alongside Gigi currently have the largest skill checks in the game, being 5 stars. Shelly's ability can be stacked with another Shelly if they use their ability on one toon. And in case you're wondering, I know everyone needs to know this, Shelly cannot do a handstand. Who would have ever have guessed? Shrimpo is currently the cheapest toon in the shop. Shrimpo's interaction with Toodles could be based off of the "we're gonna crash" meme, which I don't know if I've seen that before. According to his interaction with Scraps, Shrimpo likes dogs more than cats, but he hates both of them. Shrimpo's the only toon to have less than 15 stars in the stat pool, only having 5. Well, because he's a challenge. It has been confirmed by Quell that Shrimpo has no other reason to bully the toons. He just kind of does it because he wants to. According to the role-playing mode and dialogue interactions, presumably, the only thing that he likes is himself. Although we can't know it's true. It has been confirmed by Quell in the past that there is something he doesn't hate, so speculating that it's himself and or crustaceans would make sense. Sprout is the only main toon character whose two-handler has a different gender than him, which is interesting. Sprout is said to be overprotective with his friends, as said in his passive ability and his interactions with other toons. Sprout seems to tend to forget to turn off the oven when he bakes, based on one of his dialogues when descending the elevator and the TV animation of him and Cosmo baking shown in role-playing mode. Yeah, so basically Sprout is just a giant airhead. Sprout and Cosmo not only have matching bracelets, which are their trinkets, they also have matching toon skins. Tegan is the only toon who has/uses lipstick. Tegan and Sprout both use tapes for their ability. Since they spill some during her healing animation, it can be inferred that her cup's contents are not vital to her survival. Tegan seems close with Astro, as implied by their conversation. And Tegan's favorite tea is sweet tea. Tisha and Shelly seem to be close friends. Tisha often tags along with Shelly, mainly in the later finding and learning more about dinosaur fossil. If Tisha's the one who starts the interaction, it's implied she helps Shelly with a lot more than just paleontology. usually being there for the later, possibly even during the toughest of time. Although the reason is unknown, V and Tisha appear to dislike each other. This might be because the rule against water near V could interfere with her cleaning, and Tisha possibly uses cleaning products, specifically water, which confirmed by V's interaction with Finn could cause V to short circuit, thus creating the conflict between them. However, it's been speculated they dislike each other because of V's dismissive nature towards the other toons, including Shelly, and Tisha and Shelly's possible friendship. Tisha has a closet full of dust dusters. This was confirmed by Quill. Toodles is the youngest toon in the game. You know, because she's like a kid. She is also the third shortest character, the first being Pebble and the second being Shelly. By the way, I forgot to say it. Sprout's the tallest character. My bad. Toodles is hinted to have nyctophobia. What? As one of her lines when moving to a new floor, and an interaction like Brightney involved her hoping to avoid floors being dark for no reason. This also implies that she doesn't like to admit weakness, something supported by her introduction card. According to her talk with Shrimpo, she seems to be scared of elevators too. This time, she shows her fear by screaming after Shrimpo announces that they're gonna crash just to scare her. Toodles and Gigi share the same ability sound. I said that already! Toodles' name could be from, quote-unquote, Toodles, as in the informal way to say goodbye. V's name is derived from the pronunciation of TV. Ha, nice. V is the only character that glows a different color during a blackout, with the only other one being Astro. V glows green during blackouts. With her cosmic signal skin equipped, the glow turns into a dark purple. With her star time skin, the glow is a light blue, very similar to Astro's regular glow. V used to only have 2 stars in stamina, however, it is changed to 3 stars. V is currently the only toon to have a custom font in their text box, and V has trouble complimenting others without it coming off as backhanded, as shown in one of her interactions with Brightney, and also confirmed by Quill. And last, and certainly not least, we have, well, Dandy. Dandy is often depicted and joked about as being short, as seen in Doodles by Quill, and the fact he sits on boxes in his shop to be seen. Dandy, as mentioned by Quill, is not actually a dandelion. Contrary to popular belief, the name Dandy is actually a reference to the word dandy, meaning an excellent thing of its kind. Dandy has a chubbier body type compared to other toons, and may be harder to spot due to his green petal covering his body. Oh yeah, he is a little bit tubby. Dandy in the lobby store will usually make positive remarks about toons brought through him for 5 toons, 4 which are main characters. Buying the toon license for Sprout, V, Astro, and Shelly and Shrimpo will either cause Dandy to decline to comment or make a sarcastic remark about the toon pod. Pebbles is the only main character to not be mentioned in that trait. This is due to him being Dandy's pet. Whoo! That was an absolute freaking mouthful, but that was well over 100 Dandy's World facts that you probably didn't know you needed or needed to know. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. This is a video I wanted to make for a while. Just thought I'd throw it together and have some fun. Either way, without further ado, thank you guys all so much for watching. If this video gets, I don't know, 1,000 likes, I'll do a twisted version. Until then, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.